What's going on, folks? Welcome back to the channel. Really do appreciate you being here. My name's Chris and I'm building a business that suits my lifestyle. Now this week we are talking about how I've actually resulted in week 140. It's been a journey to get here. It definitely has not been easy. And this week I have 2 points that I really want to cover. One, Carla's back.
Found this one. Ta-da!
Hey!
She's back.
And secondly is I've put the store in time away this week because I went away. I've been away for a couple of days and that's what we're going to discuss today. So let's dive in. This week was a little bit different. As I said, Carla came back, so I was a little bit out of routine. I picked her up Monday morning, 1 a.m. very, very early, which was really, really good to be able to see her, catch up and all that jazz, of course. But then still trying to make sure I've got everything done in advance before going away, taking some time away. What was it? It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 6 days. And I wanted to make sure that I had everything ready for the store, so time away, get things ready, and make sure I got all the posts out and things like that. So it has been a bit interesting. I even did manage to do a little bit of thrifting this week as well. So the main point of all this, I just wanted to give you some insight around time away. If you are needing to take some time away, whether it's on holidays, maybe you have a medical emergency, or maybe, you've got some plans or whatever it may be, look, you can take time away from your store. You can do this for a long period of time or you can do it for a short period of time. And I'm going to put the link up to the website where you can go see all the details for yourself. A couple of things that I had to keep in mind was I wanted to keep sales happening because I was only away for about 5 days or so. I still wanted to make sure the sales were ticking through and I didn't really want to lose too much revenue. Now, sometimes that's easier said than done because naturally when you do put your store in time away, you do tend to see a big drop in traffic, just naturally because people are going to be deferred in actually receiving their item, which means they're most likely not wanting to have to wait that extra length in time. Now, something to consider here is it doesn't mean that you're not going to get any sales, right? I've gone away, I've done time away before, and I've had a lot of sales, but this time it was probably a lot quieter than expected. However, I was not listing, I was not doing anything extra on the business. I simply put the time away. If people came and purchased anything, even better. But I really just did tools down and I just focused on being away because I was doing my 50K ultra marathon. So for me, I wanted to keep the sales. What I was able to leverage was keeping in mind that I have 3-day handling time, which meant I did time away from the Thursday, which means if anyone did purchase anything on the Friday, on the Saturday, on the Sunday, on the Monday, it's basically going to push it out for another week because the time away I set till the Wednesday of my return, which was the 20th of September, and it actually meant it pushed it all the way out till Monday the 25th. So it gave me plenty wiggle room or plenty of room for me to be able to come back and do what I had to do with all the orders that were going to be there. Now, one thing that I think people forget is that handling time does not include weekends and does not include public holidays. So you can leverage that to your advantage when you are planning your time away. Again, there are 2 types of time away. You can do time away with sales, or you can do time away and you shut down the store and no one can actually purchase anything. I did with sales because, as I said, I wanted to continue to see if I can get some revenue to come through. Now, one of the other things that you do need to consider when doing time away is do not fall into the trap of doing things that are still going to trigger where the time away does not apply. Now, this happens with, and I've got it up on screen here, second chance offers, auto accepted offers, pending counter offers, a seller initiated offers accepted during time away, and then items with in-store pickup or local pickup. Now, to avoid some of this is one, if you are doing time away, try not to be sending offers out 24 hours in advance of you actually doing time away, because usually an offer lasts for 48 hours. And if I, for instance, went time away tomorrow, but I was sending you offers out today, time away starts tomorrow, and then they accept it, I actually have to apply to the original time before the time away started. So that's something you need to keep in mind. The other thing is if you are going to auto accept items, you might want to put in handling time, extra handling time. You might want to extend that by 3 or 4 days, depending on how long you are going to be away. The other thing is if you do want to send out offers and people are going to accept it, so this is you sending out an offer, so seller initiated offers, you may want to also consider when you do that. So for me, I didn't do it till the Sunday because I knew that I was going to be back on the Wednesday, and it actually did give me a bit of a buffer because worst case, the earliest it was going to be was probably Thursday that I would have to send it, which would be the 21st of September. Now, that is a lot to take in, so if you are a little bit confused, go check out this link. eBay Australia do have all the details about what you need to take into consideration of time away from the store, and see what works for you. For me, look, it did put the store in a bit of a lull, and that's what we're going to go through at the moment. As you can see, we started off pretty strong, and then we have deep dived into not many sales for the rest of the week, which is understanding and it's okay. So just quickly, what actually has been selling this week? Well, you know, with a total of 85 sales, a lot of it was still clothes and jeans and pants, but we did have a good bunch of Lego go out that actually went out the day that I went. Sorry, that sale actually occurred the day that I put the business in time away. Someone came through and purchased basically all my Lego and spent almost $303. There was a couple of extra items there which they have not purchased, but yeah, there was quite a lot that they did spend up on. And obviously I've been selling quite a lot of DVDs as well. I've been trying to just liquidate a lot of my media items, just get them out the door because I'm no longer focusing on the smaller stuff. And then, as you can see, also here, there was a few bit of other things. There was a bit of bric-a-brac and toys also going out the door. So some of the top items, or some of the cool items that actually went out this week was, surprisingly, it's actually been quite good variety of items. The first top item that I want to share with you this week is this Final Fantasy 1 and 2 Game Boy Advance game. I picked this up from Savers for about $17.48. I've been able to sell this for $62, and after fees and postage, I've walked away with around $25.91. An interesting one that went out, which was a bit of a surprise, was a DVD. This one went international, called Parting Shots. I do have all my DVDs on, you know, international sales, but I do make sure I call out about the region situation because not everyone can play that item in a different region. This one, the cost of good for this one was $5.42, which I do not recommend for DVDs. Revenue for this was $44.70 and profit was $21.69. The next item was this North Face women's fleece full zip. This one also cost me $5.42. Sold this one at $35.50 just locally and walked away with around $19 back into my pocket after fees and postage. And then another cool item for this week was this vintage Nike Team University tee. This one I paid $13.35 for. It sold within less than 24 hours, $46.60, and after fees and postage, I'll walk away with $17.70. So some interesting items there. The Nike shirt was pretty cool to be able to sell. So in terms of everything this week, look, we have done a lower week in terms of sales and volume. We started off pretty good, and then we have dipped back down below my target that I want to be achieving each week. So 85 sales, cost of goods was around $621. We did sell $2,577 worth with a profit of just over $1,050. ASP was around $30.32, and cycle time, meaning the time it took to sell the items after being listed, was on average 86 days. So look, it's been a very interesting week. As I did say, I did go out, do a little bit of thrifting, which will come out in some other videos over the next coming weeks. I did a thrift with Carla, which was great to be able to get out and catch up and just have some fun. But also, really the focus of the week was, as I said, getting the business ready for time away, making sure I got everything ready, got all the orders out in advance. We're going to jump into some show and tell right now, just what's been happening, what I did do for the week, and then we'll wrap it up. All right, team, welcome back to Monday. It's a full day, as you can see, a bit here later than normal, and I'll explain why in a second. We're on 40,100. We've got 32 orders going out, and the reason why we're here a bit later is found this one. Ta-da!
Hey!
She's back. Here to work really hard. Or make me work really hard. When did you get back, babe?
Last night.
This morning?
This morning.
At 1 a.m.
1 a.m.
Yeah.
Fresh from the airport.
And then we stayed.
And now he's working me.
She's eating chocolate slices. Yeah, but she's back in the flesh, so we'll give her a couple of days off before we get her working too hard. All right, so we've got some electronics going out, some video games. We've got phone, books, lots of clothing, a belt. A lot of bundles in here. I have my biggest bundle ever. 7 pieces of items in here at the bottom somewhere. Yeah, pretty happy with this. Also got a coat going out as well, which is already hanging up. So things are moving. Things are moving. Now I expect results to double now that we've got this one here. Look, because she's my dark magician. Yeah. I'm happy. I'm very happy. All right, team, we're gonna pack all this up. We'll see you in a jiffy. All right, team, welcome to Thursday. Today's Thursday, so that's right. And we are at the shop. We've got Carla pulling out a couple of things over there. Yep, there she is. Hanging out. We've got 21 items going out today. I've just put time away on the store because we're about to head away for a couple of days for the big 50K. And we're back at 39,702, 21 orders to go out. We're gonna pack all these up. We've just got them all out and then get out of here and then just chill for the rest of the afternoon, basically. So yeah, I've also got some other winners that I want to give a big shout out to. We've got a couple of Pokemon card winners from the charity fundraiser from the other night. And then we've got the Switch that Kelly has won. Congratulations, Switch, the Switch Mini, or the Lite, sorry. And we also had Sandra winning these absolutely cool little earrings from Mel's store. If you can see here, got egg and bacon and Vegemite. So she went for the breakfast bundle, as she said. Alright, so appreciate you all getting involved with backpacks. We've got the main event. By the time you're seeing this video, we've got the main event in just a couple of days. So get involved with that. Appreciate you all. And we're going to pack all this up. And I've got my best packer here. Yep. Alright, see you on the flip side.
So as you can see, look, it was a pretty generic week, really, just exactly the same, but just my focus was elsewhere. One thing that was really good was actually being able to step away from the business, tools down, and not actually do anything. Previously, when I have stepped away from the business, like time away, I have still continued to list. I didn't do any of that this week. I really just wanted to focus on doing the ultra marathon and getting all that done because that's where my headspace was at. So it's okay to do these things. I struggle with this. I struggle to put time away or to do, tools down. But at the end of the day, when it comes to priorities, when you've got things on in life, you do need to make sure your brain space is put to that with the most 100% of effort. Otherwise, you can become distracted, and that's how you won't get the results that you want. So something to keep in mind, if you are struggling with time away or you're not too sure, go read this link. I mean, it has all the information that you need. That's what I've leveraged when understanding or what I needed to do. Otherwise, reach out, leave a comment below. What do you do when you do time away? Have you done it before? Maybe you're a bit scared. I would love to hear it from you. I appreciate you being here. Any questions, comments, check them down below. Otherwise, you have a wonderful day. Cheers.